We will simply understand what operators is in Python. By the way, Python has splitted operators into different categories. And we have the arithmetic operator, comparison, assignment, logical, member, and even identity operator. Now, these operators can be used in certain situations, but of course, for beginners, I'm going to show you the one needed. We're going to be treating the arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator are just simple, basic mathematics operators you are familiar with, like your plus, minus, multiplication, division, and exponent. You'll see more in action. We also talk about comparison operators. This just simply allows you to compare two or more values. Remember your greater than, less than, greater than or equal to. There are more programmatic operators, specifically comparison operators, like equal to, not equal to, and so on. We also have the assignment operator. This allows you to assign or update values, especially numbers. And for example, if you add a number which is 10 already created, you can update it by using the assignment operator to 11, 12, or whatever number you want to update it to. So these are the three different operators we'll be treating. In the next few other videos, we will check out or understand what is logical, member, and identity operators are. So for the most part, let's just get started. Now in my Python, you can simply create a new file for yourself. So for me, I'm creating 0_operators.py, and make sure you should know that you should create videos for every topic. However, you can just use one file for everything you're going to be learning. But just to make everything organized, you can do that. So for these arithmetic operators, we have the addition. You know what addition is really. We have the subtraction, we have the multiplication, division. Well, you might probably not know some of this, but don't worry, I will explain that. So in this case, let's get started. So this is just simply a comment. Okay, so this is just me writing, and if you just want to write it as a comment, what you can just simply do is to put hash before. So okay, so that just becomes your own personal note. So for this arithmetic operator, I'm just going to be using a few examples. So I'm just going to be printing, let's say 10 plus 2. So this is something we know, right? This is obviously going to return 12. And let's try some other one. I want to copy this line down. All you can simply do is to click anywhere on the line, and you can simply click Ctrl D on your keyboard to duplicate the current line below, and minus. So let's try everything at once, at least the one we are familiar with. So this one is divide, okay, division. So 10 divided by 2, and of course that will be 5. And let's try the last one, which we probably know. So that's the multiplication, not x. Okay, so multiplication here in programming language, you have to use this asterisk. You might want to find it on your keyboard. Hold down shift and press 8 on your keyboard, and this activates you there. Okay, so let's try run this file now. And you can simply see we have the result in our terminal. We have 12, 8, 5, and 20. Don't worry about this 5.0. That's just Python's name. Okay, so let's now simply talk about the remaining ones which might look right to us. Now we have this next one here. This is simply called exponents. Okay, so I'm just going to comment out the ones we are familiar with already. So still below it, I'm simply going to print. So for example, if you kind of have something like this, so if you say 10 then to the power of 2, or maybe 10 raised to power 2, you know, in simple terms, this is like you saying you want 10 to be multiplied twice, right? So which gives you 100. Well, if you wanted to do that in Python here, you just have to say 10, then the symbol to take the power 2, you have to use these two asterisks like this, and then pass in 2. So this simply means 10 to the power of 2, or you could make it 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, whatever number. I'm just going to stick with 2, and let's see the results by running this. You can see we simply have 100 as our result, right? So which simply means, yeah, that's right. So let's try the next one in this case. Now the next one is this percentage. Well, what does this mean? Well, in simple terms, it simply just means modulus. Now you might have not heard of that before, so modulus like this, or you can sometimes call it the remainder. Okay, so this returns the remainder of any division. I mean, any division, you get the remainder. Well, let me give you a simple example. Say for example, I have 10 here, and I said 10 divided by 2, right? Now 10 divided by 2, what do you think the answer would be? Well, 10 divided by 2 is 5. What's the remainder? The remainder is 0, right? Well, in simple terms, this is going to return you the remainder. Okay, so let's try some examples here. I will comment this out. You can hash there, and let's simply print. Let's use that same example where we used 10 divided by 2, right? So 10, but you're not using this divide, but instead the modulus. So then passing 2. Now let's see the result. Now this is simply going to return us 0, as you can see, right? Because anytime you divide 10 in 2, that's 5, the remainder is 0. You can try other examples yourself, but let's try one more. If I actually said 10 divided by 5, well, 5 in the power of 10 is 2, right? And the remainder is 0. If you run it, you get 0 again. Well, let's make this make sense. Let's try 6 now. Well, let's see the remainder. 6, how many times can 6 go in 10? That's 1, right? The remainder should be about 4. Well, you can see the result after running it, so you get the idea. Now let's move to the next one, comparison operators. These are something you are likely familiar with, the greater than and the less than maybe, and let's try to check it out. Okay, so this is to check if one value is bigger than the other. So for example, I want to check if 10 is bigger or greater than 5. Now anytime you are going to be getting your result can either be true or false. Okay, so anytime you're using comparison operators, you get true or false. Remember, true or false are just simply Boolean values. Remember, a Boolean can either be true or false, right? Oh, so let's actually check that, and let's try one more before we do that. So let's print. This time we'll be using less than. We simply want to check if 300 is less than 200. Okay, so let's run this file here and let's see the result. So you can see one is true, the other is false. Now of course you should know why. Okay, these are just basic mathematics. So 10 is greater than 5, that's true, right? And then 300 is not less than 200, so that's false. Okay, so let's try the remaining few ones you might just be hearing for the first time. So I'm just going to comment this out, Ctrl// and then jump to the next line. So I'm simply going to print the rest of the ones. So this other one here is called equal to. Well, you might not already know this, but in programming language, if I created a variable like age and I set this age to maybe something, of course, you know, this is our variable here, right? But this is our data. Okay, but what's in between is actually not equal to. What's in between is simply called assign to. Okay, now this is called an assignment operator. Okay, so you should be familiar with that, right? Cool. Now, well, if you wanted to say equal to in programming languages, I mean most programming languages, well, equal to in most programming languages is just simply this 1 2. Okay, so this is simply equal to in most programming languages, all right, including Python, of course. So let's come in here. So we want to check if 10 is equal to 4. Well, 10 is not equal to 4. That's not possible, right? Let's try to run this file and see the result that we simply have. You can see we simply have false, right? It's false because 10 is not equal to 4. I think that's just some basic you know, simple thing you just have to understand. And it's not only just numbers that you can check. Okay, so for example, you can have a string like this. You can check if John is equal to let's say Dave. Well, would this be true or false? Is John actually equal to Dave? We don't know, but let's run that and see the result in the terminal, right? Like so. Well, this is false, right? Because John is not equal to Dave, unfortunately, right? So I believe you get the idea about what this equal to simply means. Okay, so let's comment this out, and we simply have a few other ones. Well, which is this last one, which is called not equal to. So let's simply print. Now not equal to is just like saying, oh, this is not equal to this, right? It's like you saying, oh, 10 is not equal to 5. That's true, right? Okay, so if you run it, we are checking it's just a simple English. 10 is not equal to 4, right? Yeah, that's true. Okay, and if you get to see the result in your terminal, you see the result finally results to true. As you can see, we have true, right? Because this is simply true. 10 is simply not equal to 4. And then lastly, we could simply try the assignment operator. Remember, this assignment operator allows us to update an existing value. Okay, so well, in this case, I'll just do a few simple examples. So let's pretend, well, we simply have a variable called age, and then we set that to 10. and of course let's print age. So we pass in age and let's see the result. You can see that it results to 10, right? Because this was simply what we printed. Okay, what if today was actually my birthday and I would like to add 1 to my age? Well, a simple way to do it is not by you simply coming beside it here and say 11. No, let's just pretend that this is actually permanent. And to update it, how do we do that? Well, you can simply use the assignment operator to update values. You can update by using the plus, minus, multiplication, and so on. Well, to do that, all you simply need to do is this age here, you call it on a new line like this, and then what you can simply do to add 1 to this 10 here, you just set it to, this is not the best way to do it by the way, but you set it to, then you say 10 then plus 1, right? So this 10 you are seeing here, okay, it's still the same 10 I'm trying to call. It's like I'm still trying to recall what I wrote at the top there, right? But one thing you should notice that instead of you writing 10 here, well, 10 is still age, right? Just write age because age is still 10, right? That looks weird, but that's how it's done. And when we get to check this in our terminal by running it, you can see that we simply have 11 here, right? So this is a way longer way, but a nicer way to do it though. I mean, you see some people do it this way, but a better way to do it is by using what we call the assignment operator. Now, to use the assignment operator, well, we still have to call the age on a fresh line like this, but this time we don't need to call set equals age with whatever I wrote there. All you just need to do is to bring this plus. Okay, so you just simply put it beside it here, and then this plus equals, it starts to be here, and that's it. And then you set your 1. So what you're doing is, oh, age 10, come here, then plus equals 1, and then you simply have your 11 rather than writing it this longer way. Now let's check the result. So I'm just going to run this file and let's see the results in our terminal. So you can see we simply have 11, right? Easy peasy. Well, it's not just by adding 1, you can add 2, 3, you can even add as many big numbers as you want, right? Now let's try some more examples. It's not just simply for using the plus sign. So let's comment this out. Let's try for subtraction. So minus equals 1, and if we simply try to run this file, you get to see we have just the result here. This is 9, right? So it's also going to be trying the next one. So let's say I want to multiply this now. Maybe this time my age is multiplied by 2. Okay, you can see times equals 2, and this is going to simply return 40. As you can see, I get 40 right in my console. So let's actually comment this out, and you know, all the arithmetic operations we tried here, it works for everything. Okay, so you can simply just finish trying them up. So let's actually try minus equals, let's say 2. You can see I simply get 5, right? Because, well, 10, the age right now at the moment is simply 10. Okay, that's what you're getting, and I'm dividing it by 2, right? Let's move to the next one. So this time around, well, we would use the modulus. So age then modulus equals 5. Okay, so this is me checking 10 divided by 5, but it's the remainder that it returns. Remember the modulus. Okay, and you could try it for other symbols, right? But there was simply one symbol I excluded, which is this simple last one here. This looks more like a remainder, but it's actually not. So let's quickly try it right below here. So let's print, well, 10, let's print 10, then double division them by 3. Okay, well, this symbol here, you might be thinking, well, what does it mean? This is actually called a floor or integer division. Okay, so, well, it's just like a division, right? If we actually looked at 10 divided by 3, 10 divided by 3 is actually 3, right? And the remainder is going to be simply 1, right? So in decimal, you would get something like, I think that should be, is it 3.3 or 1.33? So what it does is that it just gives you returns the whole number only, right? And for example, if you had like a remainder, something like 5.999, you know, they should round it down to 6, right? But it doesn't care about what decimal number you have. It only returns simply the integer, right? That's why it's called integer division in simple terms. So let's simply run this and see what we have. So definitely to return, well, 3. Okay, because as you can see here, we have 3. Okay, so you can also apply this to, well, the assignment operator too. Okay, so we can just simply say age, and then we can say floor division equals then 3, and let's see what we have. So I'm just gonna run this. So you can see we get the same 3. Okay, so this is simply all about the basics of operators in Python. Okay, so remember, we'll move on to the next few topics in the next class.